Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of a list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Perseus Endeavors. This is a side mission. This time it's me in the driver's seat. Hi, I'm William, and I am your game master for this one shot within the Perseus Endeavors storyline. And joining me today, we have John.
I'm John. I'm continuing to play Oni, pilot of the IPS in Blackbeard Gyuki.
And Andrew.
Hello, I'm Andrew, and I'm playing Sparky, piloting the SSC Emperor Lazuli.
And Craig.
Hi, I'm playing Maul, pilot of the IPS North Star Lancaster classification, the Bobby Yeager.
And joining us in the player's seat for a change, we have Cody.
I'm Cody. I'm going to be playing Gaius Dakar, call sign Envoy, piloting the SSC Tesla.
Cody, your thing in CompCon has 3 mechs in your hangar.
I don't know why. Well, one of those is because GM things, but
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't have to do it when last we left off, because quite frankly, I'm the one picking up the story here.
Exactly.
But we rejoin our Lancers after they have returned from their most recent endeavor in their most recent battle. And we pick up a few days later as repairs are finally being finished up on individual mechs. Most of them are just about done, ready for the battlefield once again. And as a number of you are going about your daily business, Envoy, you are just sort of hanging, idling in the mech bay, just maintaining your mech, getting some final adjustments in, because you'll probably be leaving the planet soon to assist these people who have just about kidnapped you to join their Lancer mercenary corps.
Recruited, thank you very much.
I would like you, Gaius Envoy, to give me a spot check.
All right. I don't have anything that applies to that, so just a straight D20. 13.
All right. So you're working and something catches your attention out of the corner of your eye. And for a second, you thought you see a flash of orange hair. And you look and there's no one there. And you look over your shoulder and you see that Valkyria is still up on the gantry, up a floor above, and talking to Mimir, apparently, her CompCon unit. So it wasn't her, but you could have sworn you just saw something orange in your periphery.
Oh,
It was the Baba Yeager. It's a giant orange mech.
no, it was Sigrun, and a tiny little claw or a giant clawed hand did the equivalent of tapping the shoulder that I'm not looking at. No, I'm gonna. Am I on the ground floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, everything all right up there?
You call up to Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Valkyrie sort of looks over her shoulder. Yeah, everything seems fine up here. Something wrong.
Did you drop something a second ago? I'll like look around at my feet.
Don't think so. Everything seems normal here. I've just been speaking with my CompCon.
All right. That was probably nothing. I'll go back to. I'll keep that in the back of my mind, but I'll go back to working on my mech.
Sparky,
Yes.
as you are heading up the ramp, heading back into the ship after having been out on some business, I would like you to make a similar spot check.
Okay. Let's see here. I've got. Oh right, I've got +4 to spot now. Cool. Nine. Somehow.
You don't catch it until it's gone, but you hear feet moving quickly on a metal gantry, and when you turn to look, there's nothing there. And you're pretty certain the rest of the crew is elsewhere.
What kind of movement is this noise indicating? Is it like fast moving, slowly, trying to be sneaky?
Definitely fast, but in bursts. You heard it for a few seconds and then it was gone, like something was trying to sprint between cover.
Okay. Sparky will immediately get on the comms to Diamir. The ship's in HP.
Mhm.
Diamir,
Yes, Sparky.
have you noticed any unusual activity on board the ship? Life signs that shouldn't be there, unauthorized access?
Scanning. He waits for a minute. One system anomaly.
Sparky immediately patches the call to the rest of the crew.
I am reading a 95% genetic match to Valkyrie in 2 locations. Second location has left ship.
Valkyrie.
It was Valkyrie on the comm now. I mean, I've been up here the entire time.
Yeah, but you've also informed us that you're a part of. Actually, no, has Valkyrie informed us that?
Not really.
No.
No.
Yeah. So, do you have a twin you need to tell us about or something?
I mean, if there was another Draconian on this planet, they'd be hard to miss, but the most of us are gene stock, so we tend to share a lot of genetic information.
So you've got a twin you need to tell us about.
I mean, and a legion of twins, let's be honest here.
As much as I hate to say it, I think I just missed them leaving the ship.
I think they were in the mech bay as well. That's why I asked. I thought I saw you out of the corner of my eye, but you were talking to Mimir.
Yeah, Amir, can you do a scan of the ship, please, and see if there's anything missing or anything new?
I'll get down, take a look at the mechs while we're doing that. Make sure they ain't been messed with.
I'm going to check the exterior, like any exterior cameras, because I'm probably in the cockpit. So I'm going to check, any sort of camera setup we have to see if it caught anything on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're all conducting searches, I would inspect crew quarters and then move to engineering.
All right. So each of you undertake your tasks. I'm not going to make you roll for it because this will be pretty thorough. Diamir is not able to find any signs of tampering that it can detect with computer systems. So there's that. Nothing in the crew quarters shows up. Nothing in engineering seems weird. Checking the mechs, everything seems to be in order. All of them seem to have all their bits. There's nothing missing. There aren't any obvious additions to anything. All the computers seem to be monitoring their status pretty fine.
Cameras.
Checking external cameras. The one feed you have that shows anything, oddly, the recording doesn't show anything happening in or out. Like if you check back through the recordings. The one camera feed that you do catch something on is an active feed, which is on the exterior of the ship, a ways down the way. You just catch what looks to, and it stands out in the crowd is the only reason you catch it, what looks to be a tail of orange hair disappearing around a city block.
Quick double check. Is the creature that Maw has been training, is that still here?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, someone's got your hairdo, I say over the comms.
I mean, that's not surprising, especially if they're warrior stock. That's standard hair color for officer rank.
You think of why they might be out this way if a match has been found this far?
I mean, I can't think of a particular reason, but at the same time, Umbra Draconis isn't around anymore, so any of us might be anywhere for any reason, finding purpose or anything like that.
I saw what direction they were going. They seemed to be on foot. I'm going to go take a walk, and by a walk, I mean a fly, because I've got the pilot suit, the mobility art suit, which I can fly. I'm gonna head in that direct. I'm gonna actually disembark on foot and sort of using the jump jets in my suit to get rooftop access. I'm gonna start heading that way and seeing if I can spot that very standout color of hair.
As Oni leaves, Sparky would bring up, you mentioned Umbra Draconis hasn't been around. I am not going to pry on that, but I at least would draw the conclusion that surely two people from your homeworld would want to at least meet and converse, if not join forces.
Maybe, but there's mixed feelings all around. No one... I don't know what any other person from Umbra Draconis feels about the dissolution of our nation or the falling apart of our military. I myself feel every way about it at different times. I couldn't give you one solid answer of my opinion on the matter, but I couldn't hazard a guess what anyone else feels about it.
Understandable. Who knows? Maybe it was just a reconnaissance mission, but the fact that it has been undertaken is not something to be ignored.
Yeah, and I know social mores can be different from planet to planet, but it seems awful rude to me that somebody from your hometown drops in, don't even say hi.
What's more concerning to me is they didn't show up on any cameras.
You think they got some kind of cloak?
Maybe. And meanwhile, make me a spot check, Oni.
Could I also make a get somewhere quickly check?
You can make either. Pick one.
I'll make a get somewhere quickly check, because I did spot where they were previously on the cameras. $15.
Nice.
To quickly chase this individual.
So you managed to pretty quickly track down where you had seen them, and it was just a couple of blocks down, so it wasn't too long of a flight for you. Making your way down that way, you find yourself overlooking an alleyway, and it looks like a dead end, and the only people hanging around are a group of 10 to 14-year-old kids. None of them have the hair that you're looking for.
It looks like a dead end. I'm going to look for things that might indicate it's not actually a dead end, like sewer access or building access, or anything like that.
Do you have a skill that will help that?
Spot?
Find something hidden, or yeah? Sure.
$13.
There are a couple of ways out of this alley that you don't notice, that you notice after a second glance. There's a couple of doors that look like they've been boarded up, which would be difficult to get through, but not necessarily impossible with those boards still in the way. and then there is a sewer entrance. And if they went into the sewers, that's probably a maze.
I'm gonna drop down from the rooftops using my jets to get down. Jets parkour down.
Kids startle as you drop down next to them.
Hey kids, stay at school, don't do drugs. And I'm gonna check the sewer entrance to see if it has been opened.
It's been opened recently, although you can't tell if that's just regular people moving through it or if it's been in the past 5 minutes.
But that's also like, it has been opened. These boarded doors probably haven't.
Yeah.
So, flip it open, see what I can see down there.
Yeah. Immediately as you look down, this is definitely a well-maintained sewer. There are lights and well-maintained walkways that are down here for maintenance. So it would not be difficult for someone to make their way around down here, but it is a maze.
Yeah.
So
finger up to my jawbone where the implant data plating is. Just sort of tap on it and go, sending a message back to the ship. All right, so I think I found where they went, but I'm not going to be able to follow them any further. There's a sewer access just a few blocks away from the ship, in a dead-end alley. But I don't have plans for this thing, so I have no idea where to even start looking.
all right, well, come on back. Let's get some rest. If we're leaving in the next couple of days, it won't matter if they saw us or not.
Parkour back up and over.
All right. So you return back. All of you go about your business, having.
I like to think that I've got the pilot suit, the kind of pilot suit that they have in like Titanfall. Where she's like, have the double jump boosts and everything. So it's
Yeah.
Hip mounted jets.
Yeah.
The rest of you go about your day, and nothing happens until the evening.
When I get back, I will let Diamir know to keep an eye out. This is for additional contact of that nature.
Yep.
Yeah, Sparky would go over the ship's security systems with a bit of a fine-toothed comb, as it were.
Roll me hacking.
Yep, I can do that. I've got hack or fix. Ah, 6.
him.
The dice do not like me today.
Your turn.
You're not able to find anything that stands out.
Darn.
But yeah, so the rest of the day continues into the evening. And most of you are setting down to rest for the night. When any of you that were sleeping or any of you that were about to sleep are jostled awake by very heavy footfalls of one of the mechs getting up and leaving.
Mac.
Which one?
Well, as all of you sort of rush down the length of the ship to try and see what's happening, the Sigrun is no longer in the mech bay.
Yeah, Sparky's just immediately on comms to her mech. Astra, what just happened?
Astra feeds back that from her data feeds, something spiked in the Sigrun, and it's just got up and started walking.
Valkyrie, are you on board the Sigrun?
No, I'm not, she says, walking around the corner behind your shoulder.
Cool.
Well, mech has just left
Diamir,
independently.
did you get any sort of message from the Sigrun before it left?
Diamir, all you get from Diamir is static and a series of garbled noises.
Take that as a yes.
Not good. I'll try to do a systems check
Roll me hacker fix.
Let's see. Would you say that this is a bit of a pressuring situation?
Sure. Stay
Okay.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
19.
So, as you rummage through and start an immediate sort of rehash and reboot,
I just want to make sure that Diamir also isn't cascading.
While
No.
while that's happening, I'm hopping into Gyuki with the, just like, I'm faster than the Sigrun, so I'll go see where it's going.
So the Diamir is in a pseudo cascade where it's not about to just lose itself, but it's definitely losing a lot of higher functions right now. And as you sort of start the hard reset and get Diamir back to running in a normal state, the symbol that flashes over the screen for a second is, let me find this particular, is an icon depicting a sort of almost a towering T shape with a curve and a dot dead center right between the curve of the top of the stylized T, and just the phrase in breaking breaking up text is access is yours as long as you can keep it.
Some horror shit.
Well, did you forget to fill out your warranty forms or something?
That shouldn't be possible to steal someone else's mech like that.
Do we know anything about how, if somebody has an identical twin or something, or a clone, are they able to interface with mechs?
Usually not.
Okay.
Typically speaking, that shouldn't be doable, because even in cases of clones, like experience creates biological markers that can be differentiators.
Okay. All right.
So unless it was an exact Flash clone, like you just remade someone who just died, they shouldn't be able to access their mech.
Right. So you think this was something that they were doing when they were in here earlier? Getting some kind of...
Possibly. And Oni, as you step out, all of you start getting
Spider-Man after the Sigrun.
As you start heading out, all of you start getting a warning on your comms. You hear the authority of this city, whose name I cannot remember. Cody, what was her name?
This one, you have the. I don't have her name written down right in front of me.
I have this somewhere.
Yeah, I know Andrew's got it.
Oh, is it? It's not on Dara Prime. And Dara Prime is the other is the place we came from.
Yeah, that's
Anara Devon.
Anara Devon. Thank you.
Yeah, she's the.
Yeah, you get Anara Devon's voice coming over all of your comms. The RSMC, if you can pull any assistance, we would appreciate it immediately. We've had a handful of combat mechs show up and start going wild, and it looks like one of your Lancers mechs is among them.
Well, I'm heading that way already.
The rest of us will be there as soon as possible.
Yep. Settling up right now.
Over comms, Maul adds, I just want to clarify, Oni's on the way to help out, not to join in on the ruckus, at least on the bad side.
So
we ain't to blame for that other Lancer.
So to sort of shortcut this and put it together, all of you enter your mechs and enter the battlefield.
What direction was Sigrun going? Because I feel like I'd already...
Yeah, you already are. You just headed out that door north of you. So as you all pile out and get roughly around this corner, Valkyrie is behind you on foot.
I feel like Envoy and Sparky are probably both on Maw, considering Maw is size 3 now.
Yep.
Yeah,
everybody pile on.
Actually, basically everybody but Oni is on Maw, I feel.
I mean, how fast is Ma?
Not super slow.
She has like speed 5, 6.
Yeah, hold on, let me get...
I know she's faster than Sparky.
Speed is... Oh, wait, I don't have it turned on. Hold on. I don't know
5,
where to find it on the non-activated page.
Mech Hanger.
Speed 6.
Okay, yeah, Envoy is on the back of the Baba Yaga.
I have speed 7.
We are Mad Maxing our mechs through this.
And like the Baba Yaga is big enough, Valkyrie's probably inside with Maw.
Yeah, just like chilling out.
Yeah,
Valkyrie's also riding on the roof, just on a stationary position. But as you all round the corner, you spot tearing havoc on nearby buildings. You see the Sigrun and 5 other mechs.
Oh boy.
Are they also Horuses?
No, these appear to be like random military standard mechs. None of these are any of the big 5 manufacturers.
You said they look like city? Like, do they look like they are literally from this city?
Last you checked, this city didn't have a significant number of mech suits available.
Okay.
So unless they manufactured these recently to like help form a city guard in the wake of, being attacked, which they might have, you're not certain, but these are either very fresh or from somewhere else.
Okay.
And they've all gone haywire, apparently.
Can we scan them and figure out if they have pilots?
We can in the start of combat as we begin initiative.
My bad.
I would like to take the first spot.
All right. Anyone have an objection to that?
Works for me.
Would
Alright,
I've gotten
for it.
any further out of here before combat initiative, or would I be right?
Just right there, just for the sake of keeping it simple.
Seven. Boost.
All right.
What is that word? I should put it over here. 5, 6. Yes. I'm using my second quick action to fire my Omni Harpoon. I need all of them to make hull saves.
All right. So first off, the Sigrun. And
Target
what's
is-
your save DC?
12.
12. All right. Sigrun fails. And so it is grabbed.
Anyone
And
that
then-
fails is knocked prone and takes damage. And yanked. Or actually just knocked prone. And pulled adjacent to me as close as possible.
Hijacked Assault has 2 as well. That assault fails.
Yay! Work this time.
What's your DC? 12?
12.
Second assault succeeds.
Please tell me that's one that was next to me already.
No, none of the ones that are next to you are assaults. That Berserker succeeds. That Berserker fails. So the Berserker next to you fails, and then the Rainmaker needs to make it as well. The Rainmaker succeeds.
Well, all the ones that failed are knocked prone and dragged next to me or as close to me as possible.
So
There's also some damage, isn't there?
Yes, and they all take damage. The ones that fail all take 7 kinetic damage, and the ones that succeed would take 3.
okay.
All the ones that failed are also immobilized until the end of their next turn.
Yep. So the 3 that are on you are now on you and immobilized and take 7. Let me count what their assault has. How much armor? Okay. So that much. And Berserker also takes that much.
And return.
All right.
Did-
Uh,
Yep.
All right. On the enemy's turn, the Sigrun is going to go.
So Sigurd is currently prone and immobile.
Yep.
Means Sigurd can't get back up.
But on its turn, you take an immediate 2 kinetic damage.
1 kinetic.
And it would take 7 how much armor does it have right now? Armor, do you have it? You have none. Okay, so it takes 7 damage and then regenerates 3 of it. So it's down 4. It's prone, so it's doing this with difficulty, but it's going to swing its nanobot whip at you. Yep. So difficulty 1 plus 2 on the attack roll. Hi, random aura. That's really big.
I couldn't see it.
What's your E defense, Yuki?
Defense is
All right, so you take the hit. You take 8 kinetic damage.
the whip a smart weapon?
Yes. Yes.
8 kinetic damage, you said?
Yep.
7 kinetic. Hang on. Do I?
And then you also see that the swarms around it, the cloak it seems to have, begins to billow out larger and more powerful as it enhances itself and activates its hell swarm.
That's fun.
And then that is its turn. Who's next?
I feel like more ought to go to get the rest of us into position.
And also to repair me.
Yep, that was the plan. Am I big enough to walk over this structure?
This corner here.
Yeah.
You're not able to walk straight over the wall because this is basically the enclosure of a structure, but you can sort of just kind of clomp your way around the corner there.
Okay. All right. So I think what I'll do is move over to, kind of to here. And then is that gives everybody a straight shot?
Hmm.
Hey, you know what?
For the most
Let's
part.
do this in character.
Yeah, I
Over
mean,
comms,
yeah,
Maul
that's-
says, "Is this close enough, or you all want me to get us up right up on them?"
I'm good.
I can get closer.
Valkyrie sort of, I've got enough to try and get into their systems and see what I can find out. Hang on, I'm working.
And let's see. Perfect. I'm gonna scoot one hex closer if I can. Sorry, folks.
It's all good.
And I'm going to, using a quick action, I'm going to fire my latch drone, which arcs out again. There's a sort of hydraulic as this large clamp-like drone fires out from the underside of the Baba Yager, and grab with a.
You have
with
to
a
hit an
cable.
8 to hit me.
What's that?
You have to hit an 8 to actually hit me with it.
Yeah, well, again, firing out with a tow cable behind it. Let me at least describe what I'm doing, John. Jeez.
Remember, your grit bonus is +2 now that you're licensed level 3.
Yup. I don't think I get a bonus on me. I've never fired the latch. I haven't fired the latch drone at something that's not standing on me yet. Well, I got a 5, so I miss.
You get one accuracy because I'm next to you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So roll a d6
So that's
after
a
that.
D6.
Yeah.
Yep. I say next to you, and
Yay!
I'm just
It hit me.
hanging out on top.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that Sparky's like, you should probably adjust for moving. I was like, I know. And she waits until Sparky's not looking, and then hits a switch, and then hits the button again.
It's just like an automated response from Astra.
And then so I'm going to spend a repair. And
Repairs me by half my my total hit points.
yeah, half your total HP.
Which would be 9, which would take me all the way back to full.
So I will mark down one of my repairs.
All the damage Sigrun did to me, completely restored.
And then I am going to fire off an ASO stabilizer and give you 6 overshield.
Hey.
Which is the new hotness that I got this last level.
That it?
Yeah, I think so. That's my 2
right.
quick actions in a move. I don't want to.
So now the Rainmaker is going to take its turn. As you see the mech in the back that is basically a walking, trundling like spider tank with a series of missile pods on its back. There's another latch on like the very hindquarters that opens up, and a series of missiles rocket up into the air and begin to circle around in the air as they sort of find their targets. Something you notice about these mechs as you go as well, they're moving very jerkily. Like, it doesn't seem as if they're moving with the most, shall we say, finesse. They're moving like they're being pulled on puppet strings almost.
Oh, that actually reminds me. I did want to scan and see if there were life forms on board. Is that another quick action?
That would be a quick action to scan if you want to overcharge for it.
Yeah, can I
go for it?
That's an overcharge, right?
Yeah, just take 1 heat and take a scan.
For sure. Okay. All right. Do I roll what, hack fix or
I think it's a quick tech action. 1 second.
Is it a tech attack or does it just happen?
You just choose a character or object within sensors and line of sight, then ask for 1 piece of information that the GM must answer honestly.
I'll go with the Sigrun. Is the Sigrun being piloted by
there is indeed someone inside the Sigrun right now.
Okay. All right. So heads up, we got meat in the metal on these.
Target acquired.
Acknowledged.
And that's the Rainmaker. Unless the Rainmaker has something else it can do on its turn. Let me check. It's a quick action for that. So it's actually also going to fire its missile pod.
Sigrun is also being jerky, or it's only...
Yes, it is definitely... It's moving more smoothly than the others, but it's definitely not moving like it normally would.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Somebody's never driven stick before.
Someone's never driven pulsating, horrifying, massive nanobots before. I imagine driving the Sigrun is a little bit like sticking your hand into a giant beehive.
You say that, and the inside of Sparky's cockpit literally has her 2 mechanical arms plugged into it at various points.
So, and then after those missiles launch up into the air, the missile pods on the Rainmaker's shoulder just burst 3 rockets out. 1 flying at Oni, and 1 flying at Envoy, and 1 flying at Sparky. So first, Oni. That probably misses your evasion.
It misses.
You take 3 damage with reliable, but you don't get the knockback because it missed.
I take 2.
Explosive, kinetic.
Explosive damage.
Okay.
Overshield remains intact.
The one aimed at Envoy. 17.
That hits.
Yeah.
That hits.
You take 5. You take 5 explosive damage and are knocked back 1 space away from it. So here you get knocked off Maw.
Actually, no.
Do I have to make a save?
No, it's just knockback. It just happens if
Okay.
you get hit.
All right.
Does your mesh keep things from getting knocked off you?
That's what I'm checking.
Only if you're knocked prone, stunned, immobilized, or destroyed.
Yeah. They land prone.
I think knockback still happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I land like a cat on my feet. Giant 15-ton mech.
one aimed at Sparky is a 14.
Bang, that hits.
And so you also take 5 explosive damage, and I'm reading this here, on a hit, the user may choose to knock their target back. So it's actually going to choose not to, which I'm choosing to interpret as the missile hits you basically square down from above on your head.
I'm actually gonna take that, take my reaction.
Okay.
Sparky is Maul's bondmate.
So you eat that 5 damage?
Yeah.
A little
Alright, so
a little
you take the
defensive
5.
shield just pops up over Sparky and takes the hit.
The awning rolls out.
Question.
A gazebo just flash prints.
Question. Yeah, is
Maul's
it
inside like running a hand crank and the awning is coming out?
is it striped floral print? No,
You
I'm
know
just
it's striped. White and green.
All right, who's next?
I'll go if that's all right.
All
Yeah,
right.
fine by me.
Since I'm on the ground now, I will 1, 2.
If you can yank
3,
Sparky out of that
4.
spot, Sparky won't take the additional damage on their turn.
I mean, I can move.
Not if you're standing there.
Yeah, if you start your turn there, you'll take the damage from the incoming missile.
Oh, huh.
Yeah. So I see that, and I'm going to use my Ferris Lash. You watch as his right arm, a silvery tendril flings out from the back of the wrist, grips Sparky's mech around the waist, and then I can move him 5 spaces.
I would like to stay on more if at all possible.
Yeah. So you're gonna go for a little bit of a ride.
It's just
You're gonna
phone
go.
sex over there.
You're gonna go out. You're gonna go out and then around, basically back to where Envoy was.
I take a loop to there and then to there.
And then with my other quick action, let's see. Yeah, line of sight and question is who. Yeah.
I can deal with the berserkers. The Rainmaker's going to be a problem.
I'm gonna use a quick tech attack action. So I'm going to use the Neuro Spike and for the Shrike code. So I believe they have to make a save.
Let me read your pull up Envoy. Neurospike. Strike code. Quick tech invade until the end of the target's next turn. They take 2 heat whenever they attack. Invasion is a quick tech action that you have. It just gives you extra options for invade. So
That is a tick attack.
yes,
So I have to roll.
make a tech attack against their E defense.
Okay.
Add your tech attack bonus for your mech.
Tech attack plus 2.
I think you also add your grit,
And I,
but
Nope.
you
Well,
make it either way.
yeah, if I add my grid as well, then it's
No, you don't.
You
okay.
don't? Just your tech attack bonus? Okay.
Yep.
All
Right, because tech attack is affected by your stats.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh shit, I forgot to do my reaction. Anyways, so yeah, 19.
You hit,
Okay.
so they take 2 heat the next time they attack.
Yep.
They also take another 2 heat just from the invasion.
Yes.
Oh yes, they take 2 heat immediately, and then
Mhm. And it's
The
something that
invasion
invade
effect goes
always
off.
does.
so 2 heat.
All right, and I will overcharge to boost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right here. And that's me.
All right. Enemy's turn. The berserker that isn't caught is seeing you and is going for you.
Stay on the other side of Oni.
It is going to.
The barbarian ran out front, and then the mage also ran out front.
So it's going to avalanche charge at you with its first quick action. Which is Yeah, it's okay. They can maneuver that because they only have 5 movements. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's all their moves, and they're going to attack you with their chain axe because of that charge.
Thanks does not hit. No, I'm just kidding.
It doesn't actually with the 3.
Oh yeah.
And then it's going to attack you with the axe with a regular
spectacular
attack.
happen with natural ones in the system? I don't know.
Nope.
Fortunately, no, I don't believe so.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does.
You take 9 kinetic damage.
I take 4.
Nice armor.
Well, no, I don't have armor. I have resistance to kinetic.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you're a black witch.
Yep. So it starts to dig in, and then the mag repulsor fields kick in a split second too late.
The axe gets pushed out of your torso by the repulsion of the magnetic field.
Imagine having that on a mech with armor.
And that brings it to the allies' turn. What's next?
I guess that leaves me.
Or Valkyrie, if you want Valkyrie to go.
Yeah. So Sparky will get on the comms. Valkyrie, how do you want to play this?
I'm trying to get into their systems to see what I can find out. Give me some time.
All right, I'll do what I can. I would like to go.
All right.
So I will, as a protocol, use my core power, Xerxes Apex, augmenting my Marathon Arc Bow, and then I will take a quick action to invoke the Tech Aya of the Syzygy. I create a Blast 2 area within my line of sight, and I'm going to center it on this point right here.
All right. So everything within Blast 2, which includes basically everybody in that tangle and no one else.
Mm-hmm. So the first time each turn that a hostile character is hit by a non-tech attack, they release a discharge of energy. All hostile characters, at least partly in that area, including the original character, take 1 AP energy damage. Second quick action, draw back the arc bow.
Combo?
Yup. Third action.
Overcharge, fire the arc bow.
Fire the arc bow.
When your core power is active, isn't your bow always considered drawn back?
Nope. I do still have to draw it back, but it gets bonuses when it is. And I'm going to put it in this line right here, which hits myself, Moore, Valkyrie, Oni, Sigrun, and that, I believe it's an assault.
Yes, that is an assault.
This is the Berserker, but that's okay.
That's fine. So, let's see here. Moore and Valkyrie each gain 4 overshields, stacking with any you already have.
Thank you.
And then, so does Oni. Forgot about that. Sorry.
I have 8 overshield.
And I need to make some. Sorry.
What was that,
I was wondering if Oni lost some because I gave you 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I took
a hit.
damage. I took 2 damage, and then I regained. Yeah, so got 8.
I missed that.
Okay, so attack roll on the assault. 18.
Yes.
Attack roll on Sigrun. 17.
Yes.
Cool. Let's see here.
What's the damage
They-
to?
They each take 4 energy for starters.
It's AP, isn't it?
Yep, armor piercing.
Oh yeah.
And then a whole
the
pile of
assault-
chain
The
reactions.
assault's
happen.
gonna hunker down.
Does the assault just die?
I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Let's
Name
see
all of
here.
that additional damage. Honestly, because it's gonna just heal itself next turn. Next time it gets
Yeah,
hit.
that's true, and it's going to regenerate a lot if it's hell swarming.
Now I can just pile on and smash the Sigrun to bits, but every additional damage is gonna help.
Let's see here. So, 2 pulses from Eye of the Syzygy go off. So
The Sigrun, the Assault, and the Berserker are the enemies that get hit by it.
Yep, they all take 1 AP energy.
Twice?
Yes, twice.
Okay,
1 from the
so
Assault
that-
and 1 from Sigrun.
And then the Berserker number 1 takes 2 more.
I'm going to funnel my the Marathon Arc also generates additional overshields and damage. I'm going to funnel mine into Valkyrie because squishy pilot.
I want to funnel it into Maul because Maul's about to take 2 hits.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
As soon as Maul's turn starts, he's gonna take 2 hits from the missile pods.
I can
Right.
patch myself really easily though.
well, you do still have 4 overshields from the shot, plus another 2 from yourself. So that's 6 is a good buffer, I think. So I'm going to funnel my shield into Valkyrie, so Valkyrie gains an additional 4 overshield.
Alright.
And then the Sigrun takes another 6 AP energy damage as lightning flares from Oni and the Assault and Sigrun
Ouch.
themselves. No movement from me, so that's me done.
All right. Second Berserker, well, the first Berserker technically, the one that has been pulled to
The one that's on the
the
ground,
Gyuki.
getting just fucking beat on mercilessly.
It can't charge because it's immobilized, but it can swing its chain axe.
Just this size 1 Berserker flailing its chain axe at this size 2 Oni who has a bigger chain axe.
Show me
12
yours,
to hit.
tough guy.
Size 2 Kyuki. 12 is exactly my evasion.
All right, so it just hits. You take 9 kinetic damage.
I take 8. That's just takes down my overshield.
And then on Valkyrie's turn, Valkyrie is going to succeed on her scan. And for a minute, Sparky, as you're looking down at where Valkyrie's standing on the roof of the Baba Yager, you can see that she's holding up a pair of headphones as she tries to get into any traffic, and she hears something that's apparently very loud, and she throws her headphones down for a second, puts it back up, and then over the comms you hear, "Don't kill them! Hang on, I just got into their comm traffic," and she feeds it into all of your comms, and you just hear what sounds like adolescents screaming.
Damn it.
I have a hard time not doing that.
I don't think they're piloting the mechs. I think the mechs are piloting them.
It's a hostage situation.
Wow, is this the sort of thing that Draconis has done before?
Not us. And with her other action, she's going to pull out the missile launcher she managed to grab on her way out of the door.
Atta girl.
Don't kill them. Levels RPG.
Yeah, damage them. Like you think a personal scale RPG is going to destroy one of these things?
No, it's just the visual is funny. Try to take them alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Her range is 8, so she can't hit the Rainmaker, but she can hit her own mech, which she will. She's gonna have difficulty through the
Yuki.
nano swarm, but
And also in the way.
she hits. So the Sigrun takes 4 damage, which puts it down its first structure.
Another pulse from Aya of the Syzygy goes off.
Ooh, yeah.
Syzygy pronunciation.
Words.
2 more damage. Sorry, 1 more damage.
Yep. As does the
Assault and the Berserker.
assault on the berserker.
Assault takes 1 more. Berserker takes 1 more. And then I need to roll a d6.
What is the actual pronunciation? Is it syzygy?
Syzygy.
Syzygy. It's one of those words that I've always seen, only seen written.
Yeah.
As opposed to spoken out loud. And then it's like when I'm reading a book with it in it, I hear it in my head. It's just like static.
It's
I
syzygy.
only ever pronounced it with a soft G until I joined this game.
Syzygy.
Yeah, so it is impaired for its next turn. And that is Valkyrie's turn. Yep. And then the Sigrun is going to take its second activation.
Ow.
That's what one of the templates you can give an NPC does. The veteran template, or is it the elite template? It has both of them.
Yeah.
So it's going
Looks
to.
up, can you force a mech to eject?
So first off, at the start of its turn, you take 11 kinetic. No, sorry, that's the hit for the whip. Sorry.
Excuse
Wrong.
me? That's some bullshit right there.
You want to take that one again?
6 kinetic damage.
That's still some bullshit right.
Well, it's a good thing I'll be shooting at you.
And it
Fine.
regenerates 4 HP, which it only has 3 missing right now because it's at a whole new health level. And also Swarm Body. That's at the start of your next turn. Okay.
Yeah, of all the mechs that needs to take 2, Sigrun isn't one.
Oh no, sorry. Ignore that right now. That happens on your turn, not its turn. It just regenerates on its turn. So it's going to fire a Seeker Swarm at you, though. Which it's doing. It is not being piloted by Valkyrie, so it doesn't get to ignore the difficulty for being in melee range. But it does get a +2 bonus against your E defense. 8? How's your E
It's a
defense?
6.
All right, so it gets you. You take 3 kinetic damage and 3 burn.
What does burn do again?
It ignores all your armor. It deals 3 damage to you, and you are on fire for 3. So you'll take that 3 damage again at the start or end of your next turn.
Do I take it as heat or do I take that as damage?
You take that as damage and mark it as how much you have. At the end of your turn, if you have burn marked, you roll engineering. On a success, you clear all your burn. Otherwise, you take that much burn again, so it doubles.
I take 3 damage now.
Yes. And then it is going to.
Does the latch drone have fire extinguishers on it?
Yeah, I believe one of the things that the Baba Yaga can do is put out fires. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it will. Let me see if I can draw that line. Too short. But you, Envoy. It'll fire its nanocomposite thermal pistol. So that's going to be against both Gyuki and Envoy. It's going to be at difficulty because it's engaged. That's a 0 to hit your E-defense, Kyuki. It misses.
Yay.
And
Oh, this one's based off E-defense?
yeah, it's a smart weapon. It's a
Oh.
nano-composite weapon. Whew. 9 to hit your E-defense, Envoy.
Yeah, no, mine's 14.
So this thermal swarm bed is basically an extension of the nano machines on the Sigrun, kind of launches out of its hand and manages to not do anything to either of you. And then that is its turn, which just leaves us with the second assault, which leaves us with the 2 assaults, and that's it for the turn. So assault number 1 is in your face, and that's going to have a hard time. So it's going to try and stab you with a combat knife.
It's also prone.
It is.
Not immobilized, though, is it?
It is immobilized too,
It's
yes.
also
Oh, okay.
immobilized.
All right.
Wouldn't it have?
It doesn't. I just checked. You have accuracy on hitting it, but it doesn't have penalty for trying to fight back.
Okay.
So that's 18 to hit you.
Yeah, it's
That's just 6 kinetic.
5 kinetic.
And this is all it can do right now. And then the other assault is going to fire at Maw. Let me see what the range on its assault rifle is. 10. Oh, yeah, it's within range.
Getting beat up pretty bad. Although I
Do you have any overshields right now?
No. I haven't.
Okay.
4 misses you, Maw, I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right, that's the enemy's turn. Back to the top.
I would like to take the first turn to keep Oni alive.
Good me.
I mean, Maul can also do that, but that works too.
I'm gonna start with a quick tick to Oh, interesting. Too many options. I have this as a G may have been a mistake. Well, you know what? Yes, slight change of plans on my end. I'm gonna use a quick action to move Aya of the Syzygy to a point where it reaches Sigrun, but not anyone else.
Why? I can blow up all of the mechs though, because I can hit all 3 of them twice. That's 6 discharges.
Valkyrie just said, "Don't kill them."
We're just disabling their mechs. It's not killing them.
Yeah, I will
Besides, we
say,
can clone them.
I will say that might be a smart thing from Sparky's perspective because you have a hard time controlling the Aya's burst, whereas an actual aimed attack, you can aim for non-vital areas.
Mm-hmm. So there's a very good chance that in any one of those lightning pulses could hit a reactor core. So I'm going to move the center of the blast to here, so that it reaches Sigrun. I know, but the circumstances demand.
Actually, could you
an
move it?
alt.
Could you move it? Because this one hasn't taken any damage, or has taken very little damage,
Has taken the 3 damage from being hit with your
and
harpoon.
that's it.
Oh yeah, because that one made the
Because that
save.
way, when I hit, that way when I'm hitting Sigrun, I can also be hitting them.
True, and it is small amounts of damage. Sure, let's do that. Moving it away from the heart of the battle. Second quick action, draw back the bow. Overcharge. I'll just quickly do the thing. 1d3. Oh, that's a 3, which is fine. My heat is now 4. I'm in the danger zone. And I can originate the attack from any point on more, so I'm going to put it right there.
I think you can still, if you're.
Oh, wait.
Because yeah, Wave said that we can aim our attack to not to hit that.
Yeah, you can aim your bow shot to pass through areas that wouldn't kill the pilot. You just can't really control how an explosion from the eye of the Syzygy aims.
So
Okay, that
so
makes
you can still
total
hit
sense.
that assault and
Okay.
take it out without.
Let's see here. I gotta. Yeah, I've got a line on the same angle. All right, so aiming slightly higher than the assault. Not high enough to miss completely, but definitely enough to
Trying to
cause
fry
a glancing blow.
electronics.
A glancing blow from a massive beam of lightning.
Based on what the model of this assault seems like, it seems like the cockpit is in the chest, so you're aiming for the head where all the sensor equipment is at.
Works for me. Let's see. 2 attacks. First on the assault. That's a crit.
Yep,
Second on Sigrun. 13.
that's a hit.
Okay.
How much overshield do I get?
Boxcars, 6 damage to the assault. Would that 6 also apply to Sigrun?
The assault is destroyed. And I believe I think you roll once for all the damage. Do you? I don't remember.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's how I've been doing it.
I'm not sure how that interacts with critical hits because I got a crit on one character but not the other.
You rolled 6 on both dice, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, I'll say because you rolled 6 on both dice, it doesn't really matter. So
Fair enough. 1 sec. My cat's being a butt. Go and get out of here. Thank you. Okay, so 6 damage to both. Sigrun generates a pulse. It takes another 1, as does the assault down below.
Yep.
Then some lightning bolts go off. I will divert all shields from Sparky, Valkyrie, and more to more. And all lightning bolts from Gyuki, the Assault, and Sigrun to Sigrun.
So I only get 4 overshield.
Yeah. I was going to bolster you a bit more, but I needed to get the pulse out of harm's way.
all right. So where were those aimed? Sorry, I was adjusting max.
More gains 6 overshield, and Sigrun takes another 6 AP energy.
10 overshield.
Yes, 10. Valkyrie gains another 4, and Sparky gets nothing out of it because, well, she's already at max.
Is 10 max? 10 is the max for overshield, right?
12.
Oh, okay.
Valkyrie is now at.
I'm at 4.
Which brings it to enemy turn. Sigrun's gonna take its first activation.
Just updated my tokens. My heat cap is now properly the 8 that it is.
Getting my reaction.
It's gonna take a quick action to maintain its swarm body just because you haven't gone yet. And then the other quick action is gonna try and hit you with the nanobot whip again. It's a 9 against your E-defense.
My E-defense is 6.
Take 8 kinetic damage.
7 kinetic damage. Gone. Down to 5.
That's
down to
the
5 hit
Sigrun.
points.
That's the Sigrun's first activation. Who's next?
I'd like to go so I can hit the Sigrun. I'm probably gonna take structure damage, but you know.
You're about to say that missile's about to fall on you if you take your turn.
I mean, the
now.
missile's about to fall on me, and also the swarm body's gonna fall on me. But I don't know if getting hit by the Rainmaker again is going to be the best option. Because that's what's gonna happen if I win another turn.
So, you want to go or Maul want to go?
What do you think, Maul?
I can patch you up after you get hit, or I can go and then patch you up before you get hit and give you some overshield. What would you?
Can you
prefer?
restore structure damage?
I don't
'Cause
think
I'm-
that's something you
because
can do
I'm
in the
gonna
field.
take structure damage if I go now. But if I don't go now, I'm gonna get hit at least one more time. So I don't know.
I can restore HP, and I can do a combat repair to restore you
If
after
you're destroyed.
destroyed. And then I have redundant systems, so if you're next to me, you can use it to repair. I feel like we talked about this before, and one of you who knows the system better than I do had an answer for me. But I was saying,
wait, you can put out burn.
What's that?
You can put out burn, can't you?
Yeah, I can definitely put out your burn.
You go first, so you can put out my burn, so I take less damage when I start my turn.
Okay, but that's still my question, because it does seem like there's a middle ground that the Lancaster is missing, where it basically has to wait for somebody to be entirely down, and it can't patch structure before then.
Yes, it is unable to patch structure damage, but it can bring a mech. It can basically hobble a mech back to life,
Yeah.
but it can't repair the major damage that was there. Like basically, it's you can't like put someone's arm back in socket when it gets broken, but you can jump start them with your jumper cables.
Sure.
Yeah, so like, because if I start my turn now, I'm going to take 3 burn.
Yeah.
The missiles that are going to drop on my face and the swarm body.
Burn applies at the end of your turn.
Does it not apply at the beginning and at the end?
It's just at the end.
Okay, I'm going to take a missile attack and a swarm body, and I have 5 hit points, and like I'll take the structure damage, which maybe will be fine because you have 4 structures, so you're supposed to be able to take multiple bits of structure damage. And maybe I'll save, but I have difficulty for engineering save. So
Now I wish I had my winch cable so I could go oni fishing and drag you out of the way. But I don't have.
Then he just runs back in.
Yeah, I know exactly. I feel like we need like one of those toddler leashes, but for the Guki.
the problem
That's,
is
I have one.
I have them too. That's why I pull everybody to me.
I don't think that's the same thing. Okay, yeah. Then I will go ahead and go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the.
So first, you take damage from those missiles.
Yeah.
That drop
So
on
first,
you.
those missiles fall on your face. Let me check what's the Rainmaker's missile damage is for the javelin rockets. You take 12 kinetic damage.
Okay, like reduced by armor.
Yeah, twice. Reduced by armor twice because it's 2 different sources of 6 kinetic damage.
It doesn't even get through my overshield.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sparky.
Hologram of Astra appears in your cockpit and gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah. That
Overcomes. Sparky, you are a constant joy and delight.
that 6 damage would give me a structure automatically on my turn.
And then I will activate the where is it? The whitewash sealant spray. Quick action. You clear all burn, but you become slowed until the end of your next turn.
Which doesn't really affect you because you're already in the fight.
And what's the range on that?
It's 5.
Okay, so yeah, I'm within range. So
Yeah. So the Gyuki is entirely covered with I imagine it's sort of that spray and expanding white foam sealant stuff.
It's just a giant fire hydrant on the front of the Baba, or the fire hydrant, and fire extinguisher on the front of the Baba
Yeah.
Jaeger that just.
can you also latch drone me, or is that
Yeah. Those are both quick actions.
sweet?
So I will latch drone.
It's already attached, so
I think.
Oh, yeah. Do you have to hit the latch drone every time, or do you only have to hit?
I think you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. The latch drone is specific.
There's a supercharger, which.
Yeah.
Which
So the supercharger clamps and latches, but if you're just doing the healing, you have to fire it every time.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and roll this again.
You get an accuracy.
Yeah.
That's a point. If Envoy pulls Gyuki out of the way, he will take neither the missile nor the swarm damage.
That's fair.
I'm waiting for it to roll. 20 is deciding to take its sweet time with this.
Somebody wake the hamster up.
Prod's internet until
D20
morale
plus
improves.
1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, no, I typed that in increasingly long ago at this point. I'm going to reload my page.
There we go.
Yes, there it is.
There it is.
You hit
Twice.
me.
25. Yes, you hit.
You
Critical
crit,
heal.
You crit me with the latch drone, which unfortunately doesn't do anything.
Okay, so that's half your total HP.
Plus 9. Back up to 14.
And
as the Gyuki yo-yos its health bar.
I'm going to. Do you want more overshield?
I mean, it'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never see
I'm
no
going to overcharge
overshield.
again. And I will. I'll hit you with another ASO stabilizer. So you get 6 more overshield, and you have immunity to impaired and jammed. And that's my turn.
That was an overcharge, right?
Yeah, I'm rolling 1d3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It went through. All right. So I take 3 heat.
All right.
All right, and then the Rainmaker's turn comes back around, which because the javelin rocket is still in the air when its turn comes back around, it fizzles.
Ha
Ah,
Suck it.
You just feel like a metal tink on your head as a dud rocket falls on you.
not even a tink, just a thud from the sealant spray.
There's a
the
rocket
old-
stuck in the sealant spray right now.
The old Nerf missiles.
I mean, these are kids. It's no for nothing.
Yeah.
So it does it take something to start of its turn
Only if it attacks.
if it attacks?
Yeah, if every time it attacks, it takes 2 heat.
The javelin rockets are just a quick action, so first it's going to fire those again.
All right, that's 2 heat.
Well, it's not an attack. The missile pods are an attack. This is just an action.
Okay.
Yeah, this is setting a
So-
trap that might not go off, as we just saw.
Yeah. So javelin, javelin, javelin.
Oh, bitch.
Like a ladder so you can get off my back.
And then yes, it will go ahead and fire its missiles.
Yes, this was the.
So now it
So,
takes 2 heat.
yep, should be up to 6 heat.
Yep.
It's getting toasty in there.
It's getting
Try
very
the
warm.
system.
It's in the danger zone.
I feel like I can take the missile hit better than the Envoy if I disable the Rainmaker.
You see the Rainmaker is starting to burn, and Sparky, with that thought in your mind, you are struck with the idea that you don't think this Rainmaker cares if it cooks its pilot.
Oh, crap.
Well, it ends after this turn, so, you know.
Yeah, Sparky will get on the comms. Yuki, can you do something about that artillery piece before it melts the child inside?
I can try.
So first, it's going to fire a missile at Maw. That's 10 to hit.
You are
What's-
muted.
What's your evasion?
Yeah, that hits. Evasion is 8.
It's gonna choose not to apply its knockback because it wants you to stay there. So it's gonna deal five explosive damage to you.
I'm pretty sure I can't be knocked back anymore.
That's
actually.
fair.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah, I
thing
can't.
in your
I have the
corpus.
Fomorian frame. It can't
Right,
knock
yeah.
me back anyway.
That's fair. So you take 5 explosive damage,
All right.
and then it's gonna fire one at Envoy. 15.
Yeah, that hits.
5 explosive damage.
Okay, 1 second.
Not
And
back
one
up.
at
All right,
Sparky.
take a structure.
Ooh.
Just roll 1d6, correct?
It's a 14 aimed at Sparky.
Yep, that's going to hit.
5 more explosive damage.
I'm going to take my reaction real quick. 1 second as I roll this 1d6. Oh, so
That's bad.
Oh, no.
direct hit.
Is that going to affect the hit that Sparky just took?
No.
Okay, Sparky, I'm taking that hit for you.
What does a direct hit do?
Different outcomes depending on how much structure you have left. You have 3, I assume.
Yes.
You are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Well, my reaction, does that still go off?
Yes, because this would have been the cause. So
Okay. Well, they are within. Yes, they're within 13. So when they hit me, I use my reaction to fire the Nexus Hunter over my shoulder. Actually, a pair of plates that look like sharpened sheaves of metal float up behind and then fling forwards at the Rainmaker. Non-vital pilot parts. It's not auxiliary. Oh. Does a main aux mount count as auxiliary?
Aux means auxiliary, so
yes.
Okay, cool. So I get an accuracy.
it's not about the mounts, but the
Oh, it's not.
weapon.
It's
The
on my
weapon is
turn. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then never mind. It's
Because
just
a main aux mount just means you can mount either auxiliary weapons or a main weapon. There.
No, it means you can mount a main and an
or a
auxiliary, I
main and an
believe.
auxiliary.
okay.
Yeah. Auxiliary
Okay.
fires when you fire your main.
So
Like my bristle crown flechette launchers are auxiliary CQ.
attack bonus
So-
+2. I don't add my grit to the attack, correct?
Hey, you do.
You do. It's
Okay.
it is a range attack.
That's the +2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only tech attacks that you don't add your grit to.
I'm assuming it's 6
Pronunciation.
misses.
It's a nexus, so it's aiming at its
E defense.
It might no, it still misses.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you get stunned.
Yes.
I'm gonna do you guys a favor and say that you're gonna want Valkyrie to go right now.
Sure.
So
Works for me.
First off-
I'll keep getting hit.
Valkyrie is going to use press on. So she will. So first, Envoy, hang on, I've got you covered. And you see Envoy as Valkyrie gets into your systems. All the things that are shorting and firing off suddenly green light as you are no longer stunned.
You.
And then Gyuki, get out of there. And she's going to take another, as a protocol, sorry, this will happen first. You get to boost.
Hey. Boost. Over to here.
And then
I'm next to the Rainmaker and not next to Sigrun.
you want to move one space further to get out of Sigrun's.
Okay.
Oh, no, never mind. You are outside the
Yeah.
range.
Yeah, I'm one space away.
And then
Just like sort of slam my back into these pillars to stop the boost.
we'll go ahead and fire that rocket launcher at the remaining berserker's lower body.
Which remaining?
Sorry, the one up north, the one that's not on Envoy. We'll miss though.
The one that's prone.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it does have. That's right. It does get an accuracy. That's a 12, which I think will hit it.
13.
Oh yeah, 13. You are correct. That will hit it. So it takes another 4 damage, -1 for its armor. All right. And that brings it to enemy's turn. That berserker is not happy, but it's also no longer immobilized.
It can move at half speed.
It's going to get over here. And attack Oni with its chain axe.
Just over the exterior speakers. That didn't work last time, kid.
This time it did.
Oh, damn it.
This chain axe is a critical hit. It's just like your chain axe. You become shredded until the end of their next turn.
Obres.
So you take 9 kinetic damage that is shredding your armor.
Yep. Overshield. No armor. 11 hit points. My turn?
Well, it's your team's turn now.
My
Whoever
turn?
goes next.
Before it.
I would like to take the missile pods off this Rainmaker by force.
Make your attack.
I'm going to hit it with my main mount first, which gives me an accuracy from my duelist ability. And also another accuracy from Brawler, so I get 2 accuracy. Oh wait, no, I'm not grappling. Sorry, so just 1 accuracy. 20 plus.
Does 11 hits.
Thank you. As I roll an 8 and a 1. So get a Blade Master, right? Because I hit with a melee attack. And so I do. Well, I do 2 points of damage. Because of reliable 2. And then I'm going to hit with the nanocarbon sword. Attack with nano. Blade Master. I don't know. So 20 plus. No accuracy. 4. Of course, because I can't roll higher than a 10. So that's 3 damage from reliable.
All right. All right. Anything else in your turn?
Rajed. And I'm going to overcharge.
Go for another swing.
Skirm. And with. Actually, how injured does the Berserker look?
It's not looking great.
How injured are either of these people?
The Berserker's on its last legs. The Rainmaker still going, but not looking
But the
great.
Berserker has armor, though, doesn't it?
Both of them do, as far as you can tell.
Hey, I crit.
Oh, actually, before you run that crit, roll that first attack with the nanocarbon sword again, because I forgot. Because Valkyrie uses her reaction for Voice of Authority to make you re-roll that failed attack.
17.
So you hit with both of them.
Okay. Roll the first damage. Roll back that 3.
Yep.
Instead, 5 damage to the Rainmaker.
That's more.
Still up?
Yep.
Keep.
It's down.
7 dead. So yeah, just the nanocarbon sword slams down and then comes around to take the missile pods off at the base. I think since I killed it with the 2 hits, the first one just hits it with enough force the legs give out from underneath it, and then the second one just comes around and lops the missile pods off.
And with a series of sparks, the energy source on the Rainmaker seems to shut down as it deactivates.
Turned.
All right, and then the second, the one assault that is Actually, no, the Berserker that is still standing, that isn't next to Gyuki, is going to attack Envoy with its chain axe.
Because it's no longer active, do the systems guiding the javelin rockets fail?
Yes, the javelin rockets are no longer in effect.
7 misses.
It misses you. It can't do anything else because it's standing on you.
I think it's my turn now.
Bam.
Unless,
Bam.
Yeah, I think we've all gone.
yeah. So I don't like this thing being that close to me. So quick action. Gonna throw down some perimeter control plates. So those are 2x2. Let's see, range. Yeah. So right about here. I'm gonna throw one down. Flash prints and then fires like a like a clay pigeon at a skeet range. And then with my other quick action, I'm going to use my Ferris Slash on the Berserker. They need to make an agility save. Save is 13.
Well, at tier 2, the Berserker's agility save is not bad, but it's not. They fail.
Okay, so I am flinging them onto the perimeter control plate, and
Oh,
it is
boy.
currently set to repulse. So it goes
So it goes bonk.
to here, and then it goes all the full 5, and then it hits the back edge of it and flies another 3 spaces. Let's say
They have to make a hull save to do that.
correct.
Oh, it makes the save that time.
Okay, so they land on it.
Yeah. Boom.
Let's see, but they are knocked prone because they failed to save to be thrown. And then I'm going to scoot my happy ass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to here behind some partial cover.
Yep.
That's me.
All right. And then, so we're going to take it to the... Gyuki's going to take their second activation. Not Gyuki. Sigrun.
I was just going to say, so wait, John gets another turn?
Yeah, I'll take that. The red light flashes.
It's going to... This is appropriate. What's its speed? Before I... Same as it always is, 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it like 3?
1, 2, 3.
Don't do it.
Going to boost. 1, 2, right there. And then
Could Ferris Lash Sigrun across this map.
Yeet.
Yeet the Balor.
Yep.
Can you Ferris Slash a mech larger than you?
Does not specify anything about size, so I could fling a size 4 mech if I wanted.
The Black Witch does manipulate gravity, so.
Yep.
it's going to... Yeah, it's going to swing the nanobot whip at Valkyrie.
Kill yourself, William.
You know, if you wanted a new character, you could have told me.
Well, the eight kinetic damage that Valkyrie would take doesn't get through the overshields that Sparky has been constantly feeding her, but
there are easier ways to switch out characters.
that's its turn. Everyone's gone, so the last person to go is the second assault. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to shoot at Envoy. You would normally get cover, but this thing is using auto-targeters, so it ignores cover.
I do have combined arms. Oh wait, yeah, but it ignores cover, so never mind.
You still require a line of sight, but they ignore cover when attacking with auto targeting, because the person in the pilot seat isn't the one shooting. 11
Against
Your
defense or evasion. That is my evasion.
All right, so you take 8 kinetic damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction for this one. Roll a d6 for a mag parry. On a 5 or higher, I deflect the attack completely. 2, it hits me, so I take half. How much?
Take half. It was 8 kinetic damage. You take 4.
Okay.
Black Witch is tanky, at least for kinetic damage.
Yeah.
And
Seems to be
that
a
brings
very
it back to the
common
top.
damage type.
I have to be dealing with this thing. You probably spec as the before.
How do we want to handle this?
Moving.
I can throw Sigrun back at Gyuki.
Does Sigrun have the nanobot swarm active right now?
Yes, which
I
actually
can-
means it regenerated at the start of its turn.
I can yank Sigrun away from you.
Okay.
That way you don't take the nanobot swarm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the Sigrun is easy to hit.
Oh yeah,
So I'll go first.
it's easy to hit. It's just hard to kill.
1, 2. Get over here.
You need to hit evasion 6. Come on.
Yep.
Oh, you said it.
9.
You made it.
Oh.
Yank.
Ooh.
I yanked the Sigrun over to me in a grapple.
Does that just fire
Wait,
off
hang on.
automatically if
Hang
you
on.
hit?
Does it yank you to me or does it yank me to you? That might be different. Hang on. Let me double check. I can still
grapple
drag it.
cable.
Uh,
If the grapple is successful, the black bears immediately
Oh,
pull
I'm
adjacent
pulled
to the
too.
target by the
So-
most direct. Yeah.
I do not activate Overwatch though because I'm not moving. I'm being pulled.
Nope. Yep. You just go straight near.
All right, so I moved twice. I'm going to drag the Sigrun with me. 1, 2. Forward for that. So Sigrun is away from everyone else now.
Although I think because you did that on your turn, I think you still take the damage. Let me check.
Is it when you start your turn then?
All characters in the objects of Balor's choice to start their turn grappled by or adjacent. Never mind, you do not.
Grappled. And yeah, let's try to pry the ooh, hang on. I throw a smoke grenade at Valkyrie.
Okay.
Which is a blast. So at that space, basically, which is a blast. So it's a blast 2. Everything in 2 hexes within 2 hexes of Valkyrie now benefits from soft cover until the end of my next turn.
Okay. So everybody else.
So yeah, so I drag Sigrun away, and the shoulder, and there's the spinning gyro jets of the shoulder over here just go into overdrive as a little canister opens up in the shoulder and.
As like a cylinder the size of a garbage can flies at Valkyrie's head and she has to duck it as it comes crashing down
Well,
next to her.
technically, it flies at Maul, but yeah. There is now a smoke grenade covering Maw, Sparky, Valkyrie, and Envoy, giving them soft cover from the ranged attackers.
There's only so many of those left.
Yeah, well, I mean, also soft cover against the Berserker because smoke. That's gonna be my.
All right. Well, Berserker on the inertia platform is going to stand up.
And I count as one size larger than Sigrun for purposes of who controls the grapple.
Yep. Because you're the same size.
It's gonna need to make that hull check again.
Oh boy. 9.
Yeah, no, that's a fail. He gets they get flung. Let's see, 3 spaces. 1, 2. Let's just say right into this wall right here. Just
I'm gonna say because they collided with a wall, roll a d6.
You just fucking you are Looney Tunesing this guy around.
How much health did that guy have?
Have you ever sat on top of an air? What's it? Crap, an airbag.
Oh man.
The answer is no, because that shit's dangerous.
Okay. He's not destroyed because he had plenty of health. He's the one that has the least injury, but that hurt.
If this causes them to collide with an obstruction, they are knocked prone.
Yeah, so they're
He
not
also
prone
falls
again.
prone, yeah.
Stand up, get launched, hit the wall, fall prone, have to stand up again.
No, he stands up using his regular movement.
The rest of his turn.
This mission brought to you by Chumbawamba.
Well, it takes his movement to stand up, but he's
Yes.
still got his actions. The sad thing is, I don't think there's anywhere to try and get out aside from through.
Yeah, I
that
kind of
fucking
blocked him in
brick.
there.
So he has
Very
to
nice.
push and try and get over it. Does he have to do it again?
Yes, every time that they step on it, they have to make a hull save or be thrown 3 spaces.
Fucking catapult that you've put
He
here.
makes it,
He makes it.
so he continues. Past.
So yeah, he can make it through this time.
I would have died laughing if he had tried to run over it and then thrown back again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god. He is
I
going
love the Black
to...
Witch.
Oh, am I no longer? How long does the shred?
Oh, it's just until the
end of that turn.
end of their next turn. So
no,
you're
no, it's the end
fine.
of the current turn.
Yeah. Well, for their chain axe, it's their next turn. So, but yeah, because your next turn just happened, you're no longer shredded. He's going to avalanche charge you, Envoy, because he's pissed.
Can he? There's a pillar in the way.
Yeah, as long as he can run a straight line there. Which he just kind of crosses over it. No accuracy, but a +2 bonus. As soon as the dice
Soft
roll,
cover,
6
so-
misses you.
Also has a
Yes, a
difficulty.
6
not that
does
it
miss
matters,
me.
because Envoy is in the smoke.
Yep. All right.
What happened to
Ally's
the
turn.
smoke?
Shall I go?
Sure.
Shoot
Yeah, I think so.
me. Shoot me.
Working on it. You know what? I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to apply the Walk of Kings as a
Oh,
quick
no.
tick to Gyuki.
What does that
What
do?
does that do?
So you gain 6 over shield,
Yay!
and while you have it, your melee attacks have the AP tag,
Yay!
and
I can.
the first time each turn that either you hit with a melee attack or take damage from a hostile, you release a burst 1 AoE, and all hostile characters within take 1 AP energy damage.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah, there's a reason that's a license level 3 Emperor system.
Couldn't drag Sigrun close enough to be to be next to the other assault.
Then I'm going to draw back the bow, and I'm going to overcharge to fire it.
Oh, that's even more heat than usual.
Oh yeah. Yep, this is me taking a massive risk.
That's alright. It's just reactor damage.
3. Still below. I got a 7 out of 8 heat. 1 second. To there, that to there. Sorry, I'm just... There we go. Okay. I think I just have the 1 accuracy, right? That would make sense. Okay.
So who are you firing through?
Maybe from you have one from me.
Yeah. I think that's the only one I have.
I am grappling.
I don't think that means anything to me. Okay,
What
I
does
can't
it mean to grapple?
get out of here. Sorry, my cat again.
You didn't also take bonded, did you?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see. If I originate from here, then wait, hang on. Stretch it out to the full 20. Nah, there's no way I've got a clear line. Yeah, just the one attack on Sigrun this time. 14, I believe hits.
Yes, it does.
Or 5. Gyuki gains another 4 over shield, as does Moore, and can Valkyrie gain any more overshields right now?
Yes, because they just lost a bunch of overshields.
Oh, right, yeah, she took that massive hit. Okay, so, yep, Moore, Valkyrie, and Gyuki all gain 4.
I'm at 10 right. Plus 4.
Okay. I'm going to put your lightning bolt into Sigrun then.
Oh wait, hang on. No, I should.
I think you got missed.
Yeah.
No, I took damage from the berserker.
Oh right, yes, you did use
Oh,
that
right.
was
Or drop me down.
9, I think.
Or drop me down. So I shouldn't. Whatever your initial burst.
Oh, right, I gave you 6.
Oh,
I know.
oh,
Yeah,
right, no.
you should be at 10 now.
because you gave me
Yeah.
from the armor. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
from the Walk of
gave
Kings.
6 from Walk of Kings and 4 from the bow. So yes, you're now at 10.
10. So I
So-
should. So you only need to give me one of those because that'll put me up to 12.
Yeah, okay, so you can have another 2. Sigrun can take another 2 AP. Let me check the range.
I will let
on-
you know that
range 3.
the really scary thing about the Sigrun having 2 activations is that it regenerates twice a turn.
So, and that is exactly why
Actually,
I'm going to.
what's the range on that burst? Because you could, if it's 2,
It's range 3.
yeah, you could hit the assault instead of Sigrun. Like hit me with the one that comes off the Sigrun and then hit the assault, or you could hit the berserker that's next to
Yeah.
instead of the.
I'm fine.
I have a theory that focusing fire on Sigrun will at least do something to, like, if we can take down Sigrun, there's a very good chance that
It will, but
we might
small
disable
amounts
the
of,
others.
Small amounts of damage to the Sigrun aren't going to affect it. It's going to recover from.
It doesn't recover all of its health, unlike when it's being piloted normally, though. So the more damage you deal, the closer it gets to losing a structure.
Yeah, which
Fair.
is why I want to pile on as much as I
Alright,
can.
that's fair.
So, slight change of plans then. I'm going to divert both.
You can also theoretically divert from Maw into Sigrun.
Yeah. I originated it from
Yeah.
Sparky, so
I'm actually. Is anybody
range.
super badly off?
I'm at 11.
yeah, Envoy just took a bad hit.
Yeah, I got direct hit, so I'm a structure down. But
Oh
other
yeah,
than that,
you could spark off Malta on.
Yeah,
Could.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
will
gonna
say that at
divert-
the moment the Sigrun's looking pretty worn down, but when it starts its turn, it's going to regenerate a lot.
Yeah, and I want to minimize the benefits of that regeneration right now, so I'm going to pour. Check Sparky's range. She's out of range of everybody.
Yeah, you can hit Maw, Gyuki, and Sigrun into Sigrun.
Yep. And then I will divert my own bonus that I would have gotten into Valkyrie.
Okay,
Alright,
so I'll be
Valkyrie
at 10
goes
over.
10 shields, and Sigrun. There's a reason I was saying that might be a good idea. Sigrun takes a structure damage from that 6 damage. So I need to roll 2d6s,
Mm-hmm.
2 and 3. So it takes the 2.
System trauma.
Yep. Roll 1, 2, 3. Let's roll a 1d6. 2. All the weapons on one mount are destroyed. It loses, let's say, the thermal pistol. Yep.
What is 3?
But yes, that is me done.
And that put it at 17. So when it takes its second activation, it only regenerates 1 hit point back up to 18. And now it will. It's not going to bother trying to get out of that grapple. It's just going to attack Gyuki with the nano whip. This massive roaring thing that was previously the mech that had been piloted by Valkyrie, just kind of all of them, it's moving the most like it's alive, but perhaps the least naturally, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's not moving like a mech being piloted, it's moving more like a wild animal.
So normal Horus or
Hashtag just Horus things.
That's a 5 against your E defense.
This
I don't think your E defense is that bad.
If it's a 6, it misses.
Yeah.
Ah,
It just kind
eat
of,
it.
It just kind of reaches up and roars and flails with this nanobot whip. You just kind of push it away as it.
I just
fails
like. I
to-
like to think that I just like. I'm holding it right. I'm like. I've like got it grappled by like. I'm holding where the neck would be, but instead is that chasm where the head floats. I'm just like that. As it reaches up, I just like yank and elbow it in the face.
Yeah.
Nanobot Whip is my Devo cover band.
Their first album was better. Is the name of their debut album.
And then that's back to the allies. Does anyone still need to go?
Yeah.
I think this is the top of the round. Like only one person's gone. 2 people, Yuki and
Okay.
Barky have gone. So yeah, everybody else still has to
So,
go.
yeah, Maul Valkyrie on.
Do you want me to go and heal you, or would you rather go first?
I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
How are you doing hit point? Because you already take the structure damage. All right, or no?
Yeah, I'm at 8 of 12. So, let's see. I am so tempted. I can throw that PCP plate or the perimeter plate.
We call it a
is
PCP
5
plate. That's what it is.
Yeah, is 5 spaces away. So I'm really tempted to throw him right back over there.
Do it.
But I'm also tempted to,
Wait, well,
which
he's
is actually what
he's
I'm gonna
already
do.
gone. Throw the other one.
Yeah. Well, hang on 1 second. Good point. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and just within range. Yeah. Quick action. Targeting this one. This berserker. It's gonna get the same ride that the friend did. Maybe have to make an agility
what's the
check.
save? Agility check.
13. They make it.
They make it.
They're not pulled. So, all right. And
You sort of you're facing down this berserker and you're in the middle of facing it as it's swinging its axe at you, and you just kind of reach your arm out to the left and yank. But rather than hearing a berserker go flying, you just pull a piece of rock off of that pillar that's next to it.
why you look and then fire, not fire and then look. Then with my other action, with my other quick action, let's see. No, it has to be an empty spot. Dang it.
You can't just throw one under Sigrun.
No, well, yeah, either Sigrun or actually, yeah. I'm going to let me draw this real quick. The first one disappears. Oop, why am I doing that? I can just delete it.
Could just move.
This one. Yeah, that's what I'm. So I'm gonna print and flash a new one right here. Except this one is for attraction. So if anything steps on that, they have to make the same hull save, and if they fail, they become immobilized. And then I will take the opportunity attack. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wouldn't it?
5.
Couldn't it be centered on this middle one over here?
Yeah, well, it's 2 by 2, so
Yeah. So if it's centered on
So-
that, then it'll hit.
right there.
It makes the Berserker makes the attack with a difficulty because you were in cover when it happened. Still hits you though.
Not a
Yep.
crit. Not a crit.
It's less than 20, so it's not a crit.
Most NPCs can't critical.
They can because they have chain
they have
axes.
chain axes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Not
They
that-
don't do
Forgot
more
about that,
damage on a
sorry.
crit. They just shred you on a crit
I'm gonna use my reaction
for a
to
mag
attempt
parry.
to parry this. Yeah, for a mag parry. Maybe. 4. Nope. Nope,
Oh,
that
so
hits.
close. You
So
take 9
close.
kinetic damage, halve to 4.
One day, all of our stuff will work. Today is not that day.
Today is not that day. And just for wait, can I even see Sigrun? No. I can see that fucker though. Overcharge. So I gotta roll a D3. 1D3. 2. I take 2 extra heat as I overcharge and fire my Nexus at this one right here.
I thought you.
Right.
18.
That hits.
So 1d6 kinetic damage. Trying to not hit the 1 point.
It doesn't get through its armor.
Awesome. Take that. That's me.
All right. Next one to go is the Berserker, who, I mean, he would have had to charge at you, but you just went around the corner. So
Does he not?
no, because he goes this way.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Say his love for us is like a truck.
But they can't do that avalanche charge now.
No, they can't avalanche charge you. So they just get the one attack.
Eventually, we'll find out if Envoy has a weapon.
Oh,
on that
natural
that
one.
mech.
Oof.
Double your one, double your fun.
So allies' turn. Maw and Valkyrie still need to go.
I can go last. Valkyrie
Alright.
I'm sure has.
Can Valkyrie make me move into a closer position with that other assault, so that when I take my damage to the top of the round, I'll blast both of them?
Yes, once a round is a protocol. So Valkyrie will activate the protocol for quick march and make you boost.
We'll drag Sigrun over here.
Also, they need to roll a d6 to see if they get press on back. They do. Not that it'll be useful right now because nobody is stunned or jammed.
I can't move Sigrun with me, but I drag
Yeah, I know.
Sigrun over.
And then
Because I can boost while grappling thanks to my lock kill subsystems.
yeah, she's just gonna go for Can she see him? Hang on, let's find out.
You are in the smoke.
It just gives cover, it doesn't block sight.
Yeah. Soft cover.
Range 5 on the second shot. Just out of range of the range weapon, but can fire the missile launcher. As she just kind of kneels down and fires. And no accuracy, but a +2 bonus. Misses though, as Envoy, you see a trail of smoke pass over both your shoulder and the Berserkers.
Okay.
Down. And with that, though, Valkyrie is going to push off Maw. Land right here. and dash this way. She's going to skirt around to this side. Repositioning there. All right. That's ally's turn. Sigrun's going to take their second activation. They've lost their main. They've lost their gun. All they have left is their whip. So they're going to use the whip. That's a 7 to hit your defense.
That hits me up.
That's 8 kinetic damage.
The Walk of Kings fires. Sigrun and the Assault each take 1 AP energy damage.
And that's after the Sigrun regenerates, so.
Nice.
Assault's finally taking damage. It hasn't taken much.
Oh, I aim to fix that.
And then Sigrun is also going to activate its Swarm Body again, now that it's being held in place.
That's fine. It hurts me and you.
And that is enemy's turn. Maw, you're the last one to go.
All right.
Can you get me a line so I can just...
Yeah, I think I can do that. Walk down next to Valkyrie.
No.
No, I was thinking more like a...
Take
like
2 steps to the right.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to stay out of the Berserker's range for melee. So if you back up, yeah, right there.
That's good.
All right. And then, actually, Envoy, how you feeling, pal? Envoy?
A little. I'm dented. Definitely dented.
Little hurt.
Yeah. A few sparks.
You took structural. Are you back up to full on hit points, or?
No, I've been hit once since then. Well, no, twice.
All right. I'm gonna launch a latch drone at you.
Okay.
On when we get back to the top of the round, I would like to take the first turn to pummel Sigrun. Because I'm grappling Sigrun, I get accuracy.
You get another accuracy, actually, but you already rolled a 6 on that, so. Oh, no, sorry, that's yours. You get another accuracy for standing next to Valkyrie right now.
Oh, okay.
I do.
No, not
I
you.
do, not
Yuki.
Okay.
So I get that when you're not in a mech?
Yes, this Valkyrie's using a different profile right now.
Okay.
Valkyrie's using a commander right now.
So you heal half your total HP.
Do half or half of my total? I heal
half of your max.
No, half of your total you add to whatever you currently have. So
okay, cool.
Potentially heal you back to full, depending on how badly you're done.
I'm almost.
And then take 6 overshield. I'm firing an ASO stabilizer. Take 6 overshield, and you're immune to impaired and jammed.
Awesome, thank you.
Valkyrie is currently an NPC with the pilot commander profile.
And that's it for me, unless anybody needs anything else done.
Nope. All right.
Nope, I'm
good. Last enemy turn.
I'm gonna leave the damaging to you all.
Last enemy turn is the assault.
Yep. Standing right next to me.
Yep. So he's going to try and stab you with his combat knife. He'll stab you with his steely knives, but he probably can't kill the beast.
13 does hit me.
Take 6 kinetic.
5 kinetic.
The Walk of Kings fires. Sigrun and the Assault each take 1.
Now out of overshield.
I aim to fix that.
Well, that's the top of the round.
I would like to take the first spot to beat Sigrun into submission.
Go for it.
I start my turn. I take damage from the thing. Or do I have to make a save?
Yes, you make a save. Make an engineering save.
So,
You'll take some damage automatically, but
so 1d20 minus 1d6. Do I add my grit to this or no?
no, just your engineering stat.
0. That's 4.
Okay, so these are separate sources, so count them separately against your armor. First off, from the Scouring Swarm, you take 6 kinetic damage.
5 kinetic.
From the Swarm Body, you take another 6 kinetic damage.
5 kinetic damage.
Sorry, would that number be different if I told you it was a system save?
No. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yes, it would be because I wouldn't have the difficulty.
So it'd be 5 then.
It'd be 5.
So you still take 6 kinetic damage. And that's all the damage you take.
I'm still up at 1 hit point. All right. The thing goes off again.
Yep, Walk of Kings fires. Sigrun and the Assault each take 1.
Another-
Twice, actually, because there's a 2 separate source of damage.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
twice.
hang on.
No, it only.
You
happens
said you
once.
didn't have any overshields.
I just.
Then Walk of Kings doesn't fire. It's while you have the overshield.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to initiate combat with the Sigrun. I'm first going to attack with my main melee weapon. I have +3 accuracy to this attack.
Nice.
1 for it being my first melee attack with my main melee weapon. Once for me grappling Sigrun, and once for me staying next to Valkyrie. Roll 1d20 plus 3d6. Keep 1 plus 2. Motherfucker.
You still hit. You still hit.
All right, 8 for 3 damage, and I get another Blade Master dice.
No matter what tier it is, the Balor's evasion does not go higher than 6.
Good.
And there is nothing to say that a natural 1 is not an automatic miss. Oh, nothing to say that it is an automatic miss, sorry.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
And I'm going to attack with the nanocarbon sword, which has 2 accuracy. 1 for me grappling and 1 for me staying next to Valkyrie. 2d 14.
That also hits.
As I keep rolling, basically minimum damage.
Still doing plenty of damage, though.
5.
Minimum is still pretty good. Does that have? Yeah, it's reliable as a flat amount of damage, not a dice roll. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, my reliable is 3 on the nanocarbon sword and 2 on the chain axe, so I got 1 higher than my minimum on the chain axe.
Yeah.
And I get 5 on the. So, wham, wham, overcharge.
And as you make those first 2 attacks, you start to carve away some of it, and one of your strikes actually scrapes away the front of the cockpit, and just through the flames, you can just barely make out the occasional flicker of the pilot inside. And what your sensors pick up is that this is the one of these. You see the orange hair, and this is the one person of these children that does not appear to be currently screaming, but you just get this sort of dead-eyed, like, lights are on, nobody's home
Can I use
look.
my next attack to rip them out of the Sigrun?
The Balor is technically still active, so no.
Well, another hit from the nanocarbon sword then. Hey!
Yes,
crit.
you critically hit.
1, 4, 9 this time.
That destroys it.
So I'm just chain axe, leave it there. Nanocarbon sword, 1, 2. I'm just like stabbing down into the flaming maw of the Balor over and over again.
Does anything happen to the other 3 that are still active?
Not at the moment.
And
Hmm.
as it stops moving, I just put a foot up and push down so that I'm pinning the cockpit closed, so that I'm not killing the person, but they can't get out. As I rip one of the arms off the Sigrun, just the bit that I was holding on to still.
Valkyrie's just like, I just fixed that.
As we prove which one does more damage.
I mean, we always knew which one does more damage.
I know, but you know.
Yeah, the real answer is Sparky.
Like, the Sigrun just takes damage forever, as we've proven here.
I mean, no, absolutely. Like, it took a lot for me to rip that arm off, but I got the fucker off.
Ugh. All right.
It's my turn. I'm in the danger zone.
Yeah, the Sigrun's aura is still active, but it's not like actively burning you right now, but you suspect it would be difficult to get in there.
I'm holding it closed right now.
Yeah.
Over the comms. Your twins inside, I say to Valkyrie.
The other berserker is going to go straight for Maul.
Oh, the smoke goes away, so Maul no longer has soft cover.
Mhm. That's a 10 to hit Maul.
Yeah, I mean, that works.
9 kinetic damage.
All right. I am finally out of overshield.
Oh, don't worry, I'll fix that.
Ally's turn. Who's next?
I was not worried. Maybe I should go and make sure the Gyuki doesn't explode.
I can give it a bunch of overshield.
Okay.
And also damage at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't taken any structural damage yet, so it's unlikely that the first structure damage.
Is there there's not a penalty from taking structural, right?
There,
No.
well,
An
not like a
effect
statistical
happens.
penalty. There's a thing that happens every time you take structure damage, and from the second structure damage on, you are increasingly likely to explode.
Yeah,
Because
but you have to-
rolling 2 1s when you roll structure damage is your mech explodes.
Yeah, but you can't explode on the first one.
Right.
Well,
Unless you're like the Manticore, who likes to.
Well, that's when the Manticore dies anyway.
Castigate the enemies of the Godhead.
That's someone who's fine with getting flash printed over and over again.
You're gonna clone me.
well, time to go get killed again.
That would be the berserker. is running in the Manticore. It's like
No, Mr. Meeseeks, Mr. Manticore.
I was thinking more Zagreus from Hades. Okay, I would like to reapply the Walk of Kings to Gyuki. You gain 6 overshield and all its associated benefits. And
Are you about to burn yourself to hell to fire that bow at full draw again?
I was tempted, but I'm not going to take that risk.
What's 1 reactor stress? Come on.
1 reactor stress and a chance of Astra cascading.
Oh, are you running super hot?
My heat is currently 7.
Can I
Out of
can I
8.
can I retroactively spray down? Well, no, that wouldn't reduce your heat. That's just burn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just burn, unfortunately.
Ma tosses up some orange slices. I keep them in the cooler. Come on, drink it. Eat them up.
Given that Sparky is very close to overheating at this point, they probably actually cook before they reach her.
Are you not at level 3 of student or of Technophile?
Nope, I'm at level 2 of Technophile.
Oh yeah, okay. The cascade thing is at level 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Benefit of the
you know what?
the benefit of one of the
Uh-oh.
Horus core bonuses that
I
you
know
one of your
that's what it
NHPs
was.
can keep the other one from cascading.
I'm gonna see what happens.
Oh
Do it.
boy.
Pull the trigger.
Always love
Draw
to hear
back the
that.
bow.
Draw back the bow. Overcharge.
Overcharge.
I don't
Roll
have
a
an
D6.
NHP, so I don't have to worry about NHPs cascading.
1d6 plus 4.
Yep.
What's the likelihood of you doing it twice?
6.
You, the heat.
I would need a 5 or higher.
Yeah.
So 1 ticks up to 8. The rest of the 4 carries over. I got a 4 heat. Wait, did I?
You go to 3
Okay.
heat because the. Oh, no,
You know what? I'll let CompCon handle that. Let's just do the thing. 4 on the overcharge table. Power plant destabilize. I am exposed until I take an action to remove it.
And do you have to roll something for your NHP, or is that just a potential effect?
Yes, I need to roll a d20, and on a 1, Astra cascades. She does not.
Okay, you're fine. Fire.
Destabilize. Yep. Oh, I'm at 5 heat. And then I fire the bow in this angle right here. So 2 attacks. First one against the Berserker. That's a critical.
You can fire,
Second one.
and you can fire as if you were on any position on Maul, right?
Yep.
So you could also run both the sparks from you and Maul.
True, I could. So yeah, if I originate it from there, then
Okay.
does a 9 hit the assault?
Let me check. I don't think it does. Nope. Its evasion is 10.
That's fine. So let's see here. 2d6, keep 1. 6 damage on the Berserker.
Is that AP?
Yes.
It is not looking good.
Blast the.
Let's fix that. Would I be right in assuming that there is a way to specifically direct my lightning bolts from the arc bow?
Yes, because you control where they fire, you can control to not lethally strike this thing.
Very good. I shall direct both my the bolts from Sparky and
Marky, Maw, and the Berserker into the Berserker.
I mean,
For another
is
6
6?
AP.
Yeah, that is another 6. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but sure.
It was actually 1 point of overkill. 2 bolts would not have done the job.
Ah,
As you destroy the second Berserker.
Okay.
how much health do you have in total right now, Oni?
1.
1. Okay,
Plus now 10 overshield.
okay. So you can have another 2 points of overshield, and I'll deal 2 to the assault.
No. 12 over. And 1 hit. And 4 heat.
Just double checking a thing. No, go away.
To the danger zone.
Okay, sadly, Walk of Kings does not synergize with the arc bow. But yeah, that's me done.
All right. Enemy turn. There's only 2 people left. The assault goes, and it's going to jam its
Hit
knife
me.
into you.
Hit me!
Come on, I want you to hit me.
It hits you.
I'm going to
Take
spend,
6
I'm going to
kinetic.
spend one of my Blade Master die to parry. I gain resistance to all damage, heat, and burn dealt by the attack.
All right, so you take 3 kinetic damage.
And
Walk of Kings
goes
fires.
off.
The assault takes 1.
knife comes in and the nanocarp, and it's like whip that chain axe out of the broken Sigrun and knock the knife wide.
I will say that. Yep. Okay. Yeah. That's it. It's the enemy's turn. Who's next?
I'll go. So let's see.
Throw the berserker into the catapult pad.
Well, no, this time if I throw it down, it'll be prone and immobile while it's prone because it's an attraction plate. So I was gonna try to do that. I'm gonna use a fair slash to try to lash it, and then up and over into this.
It succeeds the same.
Damn it!
And you do that twice.
Unlucky.
So as I turn and yank, he's just fuck. And then the Nexus turns and looks behind him and fires.
Go for it. I can tell you Berserker's E defense is not as high as its evasion.
Yeah. So let's see. 1d20 plus 2.
You hit him.
So, all right. Lucky me. Let's see. For 2 points of kinetic damage. Yeah. Let's see.
Not dead yet.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep him distracted over there.
It's his turn now. So he's going to attack you.
Nope.
9 to hit your evasion?
Nope.
He misses. Ally's turn. Who's next?
Valkyrie's the only one.
Right. So Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, more has gone.
Yeah. So Valkyrie, in the moment when you get stabbed and bring the axe around to try and parry, Valkyrie walks forward as your foot leaves the Sigrun and just walks up the torso and into the cockpit. Just through the flames of the nanomachine, which seemed to part before her. Because turns out she's still gene coded for this thing, even if someone else was in it.
Top of the round.
Yep.
I would like to grab this assault by the throat. We're going to go for a ride. Am I still next to Valkyrie to get an accuracy?
Technically, yes.
All right. D20 plus 1d6 plus 2. Do I grab it?
Also, isn't it your first attack with your... Oh, no, you're grabbing it.
I'm
Sorry, yes.
grapple, yeah.
You do grab it.
All right. I grapple the thing, and then I look over towards where Envoy is.
Gonna have them meet in midair. You
I
throw
would
one,
like-
I throw one.
I would like to Kool-Aid man through these pillars.
Yeah.
I think they're. Yeah. What are the rules for running
Just-
through cover?
I'm going to lead with the assault, though.
I think you need to make a hull check.
Yeah, make a whole check to break through cover.
Do I get accuracy for using a battering ram?
I'll say yes.
16.
Oh no!
You sort of rush forward with this assault held in front of you and just ram it face first through a pillar and drive it into the ground. I'm gonna say it takes some damage for that. 2 damage. It takes a point of damage through its armor.
I would then like to grab the berserker.
All right.
I don't get any accuracy for this. I'm no longer next to Valkyrie. There's a 6, grab the berserker.
It does not.
Damn it. Oh well. Fuck it. Overcharge.
Roll your d6.
I'm gonna overheat no matter what. But let's see if I overheat twice. I don't overheat twice.
Oh no.
I'm exposed until I take action to remove the condition. That's fine. I'm going to try to grapple the berserker again. An 8 grapple the berserker.
No.
As I continue to not roll higher than a fucking 10. Oh well.
I mean, you crit that one time.
I mean,
It was
yeah,
brutal.
once. Okay. I'm once again back in the danger zone.
And exposed.
And exposed.
That was the top of the round. You going? Yeah. So now everyone's got turns.
Yeah, welcome to the club, honey.
That's fine.
Yeah, you haven't cleared your exposed status either, have you?
Nope. I mean,
The
I
berserker
did
that
just
you've
get
been
hit, so-
trying, the berserker that you've been trying to grab is going to swing its axe at you.
That's fine.
No, I haven't. I haven't been forgetting things. It's just nobody's been attacking this berserker with melee attacks.
Yeah, I've been shooting it and throwing it around places.
Because the berserker has a super hot trigger, but no one's been hitting it with melee attacks.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
3 misses the Gyuki.
Just like parry it with the assault.
Just rip, and you're just sort of like holding the assault in one hand, just get out of the way.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
All right, ally's turn. Who's next?
I'd like to go. If that's all right.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to let's see. Just had it. Yeah. For the berserker, I'm going to neurospike for a mirage.
Okay.
So I need to make a tech attack.
Bonus.
its
11.
E defense is not that high.
Okay. So I relay my systems relay blurred illusory images over my silhouette, and they treat me as invisible until the end of their next turn.
Visible to the berserker.
Yep. And I'm going to back up a space.
Do they get to try and attack you if you're invisible? Hang on.
I think so. There's a specific condition.
There's a
for that.
50% chance that they miss, though.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Let me
invisible.
Check the thing.
Regardless of whether they actually hit you before the attack is made, you
Yeah, it's
roll a
before you make the attack roll.
1d2. He misses you.
All right. And then, yeah. Nexus shot. Do something. 10.
You hit. Let me check. No, it's his E defense. You hit him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. 1d6 kinetic. 3 points of kinetic damage as I
He
fire.
dies. Well, he did. The pilot doesn't die, but the mech
Yeah.
collapses.
Yeah.
Ah, good.
An iron sheave in the power supply is to not make it explode.
Assault's turn.
Yep.
Hi.
He has a knife. It's worked for him so far.
Kind of.
I mean, he's hit you with it. Now he doesn't.
Flailing at my arm as I'm just holding him.
She's just holding him up by the arm that holds the knife.
I feel I'm size 2, so I feel like I'm just holding him up by the torso, really. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
and but
Don't
like
crush him.
the arm is like over here trying to stab.
I mean, that's his turn. He can try and break free from the grapple. We'll see how that goes. He's going to try and make an opposed hold check.
Get advantage.
Maybe.
Do I get accuracy on that or no? For being larger?
I don't think, unless you have the core bonus that gives you accuracy on hold checks. I don't remember. You took the size up bonus, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I took the side.
So yeah, no.
Well, it does have a better hull check than I do. And I do roll like crap.
He manages to break the grapple, not that that lets him go anywhere.
Yeah. It gets out of my grip.
All right. Allies' turns. Who's next?
Well, I can't do anything from here.
Want me to move?
Oh wait, because I can originate it from anywhere. So if I do it from there, then yes, I do have a clear line. I could go.
I feel like you probably have more utility right now than I do.
Fair enough.
There are no other enemies though, so you guys can reposition and then fire.
I gotta say, all the enemy turns have gone. So.
Oh right, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make a stroll.
If you want, you could repair me, Ma.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking about movement, but
I mean, right now, basically, I just need a clear line on the assault, and I can get that from where I am right now because I can originate from here.
Why don't you go? And if you knock them out, then we don't have to worry about what I do.
Fair enough. All right. Yep, I will draw back and fire. Don't need to apply any fancy overshields here.
The assault breaks free of my grip, steps back, gets ready to attack.
Critical hit.
And then just from the side.
And then just a beam of blue and white lightning just sears through the sensory systems.
Roll your crit.
5 damage.
And I'm assuming you feed it some lightning.
Well, Envoy and Gyuki are both within range, so I'm going to pour another 6 into him.
One lightning bolt finishes this fight. How do you want to do this?
Much the same way as I've handled the rest of them. Frying secondary circuits, disabling limbs. Basically hitting everything except the cockpit and the reactor core.
Yeah, so the assault breaks free from Gyuki's grip and sort of brandishes its knife like it's going to try and drive for the cockpit, and then just this bolt of white lightning crosses the head of the assault, and then the entire thing just sort of spasms and then collapses like a puppet with its strings cut.
So overcomes. Valkyrie climbed into the Sigrun. What's going on? And I'm going to start ripping cockpits out of mechs so I can get the people inside free.
Yeah, I'm going to assist with that as gently as possible as to not accidentally crush somebody. I think it's going to be easier since I'm also size 1.
Yeah.
So what you learn as you begin extracting what you Oni recognize as the kids that had been loitering in the alley that you had passed over.
What did I say about staying in school and not doing drugs, kid?
Each of them is unconscious.
Technically, they followed what you said.
That doesn't stop the quip.
They are all unconscious, and from what it looks like, each of these was in a control harness very similar to yours, Oni, in that it was sort of haptic feedback and motion controlled, but it looks like the haptics were controlling them. Because a lot of them are bruised from involuntary muscle control and like the force of their joints being moved against their will.
Yeah, as Sparky hops down from Moore and investigates the berserker, she just radios back to Moore. Do you have space for the pilots?
Yeah, I sure do. We can. Any of them can't fit inside can ride up top.
I mean, we're in the city. I'm just gonna radio the person that told us to get out here.
There's also a latch drone that attaches itself to Gyuki while Gyuki is working.
I'm gonna radio our contact.
Yeah, she
Fair enough.
Answers back. We had a view of that. Thank you for your work.
Yeah, apparently, we got a bunch of beat up kids that were like they were shoved in against their will, and the mechs were using them. They weren't piloting.
We'll get a medical team out there immediately.
Yeah, you should do that. Also, missing kids. Probably see if anybody's missing their kids right now.
Definitely get a word out. She leaves the line. About that point, you see Valkyrie step out of Sigrun and start walking back down the chest, carrying in her arms what is probably a 14, 15-year-old girl. And for those of you who have a clear view of it, they don't look identical. There are certain subtle differences in the face. It definitely doesn't just look like Valkyrie, but younger. But if you weren't pretty certain that Valkyrie doesn't have any immediate family, you would say a sister or close cousin.
Yeah.
You know, she's got that same bright orange hair. This is loose and looks like it was in a ponytail, but has come loose out around, and it's just around their neck. And their eyes are open, but kind of zoned out. And rather than the green eyes that Valkyrie has, they're like sky blue. And they have none of the tattoos that mark the face of a typical person of Umbra Draconis like Valkyrie.
Somebody you know, Val?
This person is too young.
Too young for.
More of you?
They don't grow us this small. We come out of the vats fully grown. This is someone from Umbra Draconis' biological child.
Well, shit. Mazel tov, I guess.
We got medical teams coming out to examine folks. We might hold on to her and have them examine her too.
I think so. When I walked in there, she was still conscious, but there was something wrong. It wasn't like, not even like this, not even like the place, like the Sigrun was in control, but like something else far away.
We should isolate the internal comms, our internal computers of all of these mechs and see if any of them have NHPs that we're controlling.
She must have been in incredible pain, she says, looking down. You can see the points on Valkyrie's body where there are jacks for her to plug into her mech are not there on this kid, and there's just sort of faintly bloody holes where the jacks went in anyway.
Yeah.
You want to take this one yourself, or you sure you're okay handing her over?
She should at least be seen to by medical teams.
All right.
Get the Sigrun and these mechs ready for diagnostics to see what exactly was running them.
Yeah, Sparky, you want to get over here and while I line them up? I'm gonna start.
Sorry, I missed that.
Is it Sparky? You want to get over and start analyzing while I line these guys up?
All right, let's take a look.
And I'm just gonna basically pile all the mechs next to the Sigrun so they're all in one area where Sparky can start examining.
So, Sparky, are you examining the mechs?
Yes. So
Roll me hack or fix.
Alrighty.
Gonna pile them all next to the.
What is my... 1 second. My hack or fix is +2.
Leave Maud
8.
to look over the kids while we wait for the medics.
It was less obvious in the computer system because it was intended to be subtle. It's nigh impossible to miss this. The code and effects that were causing these things to basically treat the pilots as unwilling operatives, basically, is paracausal.
So Sparky hops out of her mech to actively analyze this and lets Astra take over Lazuli, so they can work in tandem. And those of you close to the pile can see that she gives a visible shudder and almost drops her data slate.
What's up, Sparky?
Everything all right?
You okay?
This is tech that I am not used to in the slightest. Like, we're talking... I mean, we have words for this back home, and they are not polite. But paracausal is the widely accepted terminology, as far as I know.
So I'm not a gearhead. Those are work.
What matters is that this is not normal code. It is designed in such a way as to be Sorry, I am struggling to find the right words.
So the essence of paracausal technology is that really it shouldn't exist. It operates outside of causality. That's what the word paracausal means. It doesn't follow the strict cause and effect line. A lot of Horus tech is paracausal because it is before the cause that would make it should be. So it sort of skips out of the process of its own creation.
The paracausal by definition means beside causality. So
Yeah.
it's like it's something that functions without obeying the traditional laws of physics.
So that is what you can basically convey, is that this code shouldn't exist, but it does, which says Horus to you.
Yeah, Sparky has only had a couple of interactions with Horus tech. The vast majority of those have been at a distance or with Sigrid.
Which specifically says Horus or Harrison Armory has been known to dabble in paracausal technology as well. But
Yeah, this
this sort of says more Horus than Harrison to you at the moment.
Yeah, like this is like wild code.
Yeah.
And it's not something that the people of fortune dabble in.
The unfortunate aspect of it being Horus tech, though, is that Horus is not necessarily a unified front, and anyone could have gotten this code for one reason or another.
Horus is open source.
Yeah.
It's like Linux, but breaking reality.
So Linux.
No, Linux just breaks.
And is that not part of reality?
So it's unlikely that Horus made a concerted effort here, considering the situation, but someone else with some kind of access to Horus technology did this.
So rampant Horus tech's what you're saying, Sparky.
Yeah, seems that way.
Cool.
I don't know whether it's
Outstanding.
just some script kiddie that picked something up off the OmniNet, or we're looking at a dedicated black hat. But this
Or
is what it
maybe if
is.
some kids got a hold of some tech that they probably
The
shouldn't.
head of the Gyuki looks down at Sparky at the use of words that Oni doesn't know.
And it's roughly about this time that you're hearing the fast response ambulances coming around the corner.
Open the communications back to our contact again. Hey, so two things. One, looks like the cause of this was some rampant Horus code injected into some combat mechs that was behaving in ways that code isn't supposed to behave. Two, I know we've been killing a lot of things on your doorstep, but I don't suppose you could put in another good word for us with the license manufacturer, could you?
That's up to Cody, and I'm guessing the answer is no.
Yeah, no, not that fast.
It's a mission.
It's a side mission. That's why
It's
I
a
call it a
side
side
job.
mission. This wasn't exactly something you got contracted for either. This was just an emergency that popped up.
Emergency.
We'll see what we can do, but I wouldn't be overconfident about the odds. They are the ones who have to approve that, and this was rather rapid.
Yeah. Oh, worth a shot.
I mean, some additional resources couldn't.
I could get you a handful of mana, if potentially.
That'll
We'll
do.
see what we can. We'll see what strings we can pull.
That'll do. Could I, Cody, you, rather than us getting licensing agreements, could we say that this increases our reputation as a company?
It definitely will, yeah.
Better than nothing.
And I think that right about there is where we will end for the week.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.